Hey, so today we're going to talk about 5 things that you might do in regards to your mortgage that would make you regret buying a home in 2024. So I don't want you to go through these things. So listen closely, okay? Number one, okay, the thing that you could do that could make this a lot more stressful is to wait to provide documentation to your lender until you find and identify the home that you really love, okay? Bad thing about that is when you find the home that you love, maybe somebody else did and somebody else did and somebody else did. Now you're competing with 3 other people and you still have to get all your documentation to the lender, which could take a couple days to get that verification of employment, your tax returns, all the other stuff, right? And in the meantime, that home is now under contract with another buyer, right? So you don't want to lose out on your home because of procrastination or just fear of getting that stuff to the lender, okay? The lenders are there to collect that info, get it to an underwriting system to make sure that you're all pre-approved. And that is a requirement for any listing agent in today's market. They all want to know that you're pre-approved before they get under contract with you, because sellers can't back out of deals, right? They're stuck. So they have to make sure that you are going to perform on your loan because they can't back out of the deal unless you do in most states. So that's how it is, at least here in Colorado. All right, number 2 would be, mortgage professionals. They're amazing, and especially the ones that we refer out to. I feel like they truly care about people. But there are a lot that don't, right? That are just trying to do deals. And so you don't want to just take what they say at face value all the time. Like, make sure that this is the right mortgage for you, that it is an interest rate and a payment that you can handle, and that you understand the terms of the loan, if it's fixed, if it's variable, if it could change over time, that sort of thing. So those are all very important things throughout the mortgage process that you want to avoid if you can. All right, and then number 3 would be to buy a home assuming that home is going to become more affordable down the road, okay? The market probably isn't going down, from what I've heard from economists and what most people are thinking at this point. And so, yes, buying a home may get more expensive, but you don't ever want to buy a home with the assumption that later on your payment will go down, right, and go lower. Understand that a 30-year fixed payment is fixed, right? And there are costs to refinancing. And so don't just assume that rates are going to go down later and I'll be able to get out of this and get into a lower payment, right? Make sure that you're comfortable with the payment that you're fixed in based on your income, and that's not going to be a problem for you. And you're still going to have a lifestyle. You're not going to be tied to your loan and not be able to live your life, and do the things that you want to do in the meantime. So those are all important things to consider. And then number 4 would be to shop interest rates based on different time frames. You guys, it really is apples to oranges to shop interest rates from today and compare them with interest rates of 2021 and 2022, right? Those days aren't coming back. Time continues and interest rates will continue to fluctuate and go up and down over time based on markets, based on the Federal Reserve and what they're doing, and a number of other factors. And so it's too hard to predict. Economists are right only 50% of the time in my experience. And so it's really important to not try to make those comparisons and just shop rates of today, maybe with a few different lenders to make sure that you're getting the best rate that you can possibly get as of today's rates. And last but not least, number 5 would be, a lot of home buyers, once they get under contract on a home, before they close, they start spending money on furniture, on furnishing the home in different ways, or activities that their kids are going to do, or different things surrounding the house in that situation. If you can, hold off on as many of those expenses as you can on credit cards, especially because it may affect your ability to qualify for the loan, especially if you have tight margins on your debt to income ratio, right? If it's tight, make sure that you are very smart. You're not going out and buying a car during that time frame if you can help it. Any big purchase, I would talk to your lender first and find out if that's going to affect your ability to close on the loan before you do it. It's way better than doing it and then finding out later that you screwed up and now you got to sell that car. That's no fun. So after closing, it's a different story. Make sure it fits the budget. But before closing, you got to verify with the lender. He's your partner that's going to be your advocate to make sure you get that home closed and you get the home that you want. So make sure to avoid those 5 things, you guys, and you'll have a much better experience getting a mortgage in 2024 and buying a home that fits you or your family. And I hope you enjoyed these tips. Please subscribe to my channel if you want more tips like this one, and look forward to seeing you on the next video.